The Renaissance era didn't do much for me. Statue statue, just a grim reminder. Glory days are gone, the haze is stronger than the sun. I got a gun for home invaders. Johnny Gamage, murder cops not guilty. Front pages, it's nothing surprising in this pit. Pressure cooker, crazy from the heat. The haunted home is big to eat. I take the street on a mission to reach my destination's living. Worried about Gertie, about the overcrowded prison. From my mouth is wisdom. What awaits for the city's victim once your time served. Far too many dying is buried. We had Stargell Clementi, Caligari and Webby, many fallen heroes. I think it's something in the water once the Allegheny boils. The city's in turmoil, Middle Eastern's burning oil over soil in the desert. Yo, this shit's enough to make you lose it if you let it. Yo, I love it even though I wanna leave it. It's pathetic.
Gateway to the east,
a steel city turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty,
where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night, dreaming that I'm leaving.
The city of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
Sometimes it's so hard just dealing without the blocks, revealing without these blocks. Never could understand killing you. I'm so gone, killing me, man. Torture plus my man's up for dime to the bit. Bleeding this war, we broke bread, feds held it over your head. It sickens me, though I'll never forget. Day one, coke, I stirred it since then. Never washing my hands, expand from Iron City's east sides to GUN. East Hills, they had that shit, I called it Blue Bonnet. Back when crack ruled, now it's stamp bags and high schools realize genocide. Friendly fire mercs through your lung passages and insides drastic. They first thought it's deep pen/gate. 2 felonies, 1 case. Got priors, you know they gon' hate. Iron City be the place. We connected to point. Tell your man he better come with Gateway to the east.
A steel city turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night, dreaming that I'm leaving.
The city of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
The gateway to the east.
A steel city turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night, dreaming that I'm leaving.
The city of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real. Era didn't do much for me. Statue statue, just a grim reminder. Glory days are gone, the haze is stronger than the sun. I got a gun for home invaders. Johnny Gamage, murder cops not guilty. Front pages, it's nothing surprising in this pit. Pressure cooker, crazy from the heat. The haunted home is big to eat. I take the street on a mission to reach my destination's living. Worried about Gertie, about the overcrowded prison. From my mouth is wisdom. What awaits for the city's victim once your time served. Far too many dying is buried. We had Stargell Clementi, Caligari and Webby, many fallen heroes. I think it's something in the water once the Allegheny boils. The city's in turmoil, Middle Eastern's burning oil over soil in the desert. Yo, this shit's enough to make you lose it if you let it. Yo, I love it even though I wanna leave it. It's pathetic.
Gateway to the east.
A steel city turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night, dreaming that I'm leaving.
The city of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh,
empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
Sometimes it's so hard just dealing without the blocks, revealing without these blocks. Never could understand killing you. I'm so gone, killing me, man. Torture plus my man's up for dime to the bit. Bleeding this war, we broke bread, feds held it over your head. It sickens me, though I'll never forget. Day one, coke, I stirred it since then. Never washing my hands, expand from Iron City's east sides to GUN. East Hills, they had that shit, I called it Blue Bonnet. Back when crack ruled, now it's stamp bags and high high schools realize genocide. Friendly fire works through your lung passages and insides drastic. They first thought it's deep pen/gate. 2 felonies, 1 case. Got priors, you know they gon' hate. Iron City be the place. We connected to point. Tell your man he better come with gate. Way to the east.
A Steel City turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Killer cops, burners bust.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nice, dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
The gateway to the
A
east.
Steel City turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Killer cops, burners bust.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's nice, dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, we trimmed the bush. What's happening? How you doing, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? We live. We live. We live. How's everybody this morning? As always, let me know you can hear me okay. And we're going to check out the garden. It's kind of nice out today. It's a little bit of overcast, a little bit of breeze. Let's see what we're at here. What's up, LD in the house? Hey, how you doing? Atticus is here. Thank you, Mama. We got Wrestling Mama with John, Logan, Jesse, Azrael, Monstar. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I had some work done. Had some work done in the yard the other day. What is up, prime time? The other day I came out to the garden, checked everything, and it rained the night before, so I didn't have to water it. And then went inside to lay down, take a nap, and got a phone call. Hey, ready to take care of those trees and the bushes and everything in your backyard? Yep, let's do it. So I had a hell of a workout. I'll show you what we've done. It's pretty amazing. I'm getting a ton of extra sunlight on the garden every day now, which is good. And you can see the bush behind me is trimmed. Excuse me. It's a watermelon burp. You had watermelon for breakfast. Watermelon. We'll have a tangerine for breakfast here in a little bit, and then a pork tenderloin I'm defrosting. Garlic pork tenderloin I'm defrosting. So probably make potato pancakes with that. That is a specialty that my dad taught me a long time ago. Polish potato pancakes. Shred the potatoes, a little bit of baking powder, salt and pepper if you want it. 1 egg fried up. Hey, potato pancakes. Thank you for the shares, the likes, all that good shit. We're going to check out the work that we did. It's such a beautiful day out today. I'm going to go jump in my neighbor's pool. But how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing all right. We had a fun stream last night. I started a little early because I had to get to bed early. Haven't been staying up really late, but that also means I've been getting up a little earlier, which is a good thing. So I'm not going to sit here and ramble on for too long. It's been almost 10 minutes. I played the music for a little bit to get ready. Slow start to the day today. Sometimes it's iffy, but you got to be thankful for what you do have. You're walking, talking, breathing, all that good stuff. I mean, we could sit here and complain about all of our aches and pains and problems, but where's that going to get us? It's time for me to harvest herbs again already. I showed you guys last time what I do with the herbs. We were slowly growing. There we go. We were slowly growing, and we had the Chippy's little house there we built for this little guy, this little peckerhead. Haven't seen him for a while. He's living in the in the wall over there still, but the sunflowers, he got to those right off the bat. And these little critters have been perusing through the yard, but they don't fuck with the garden, which is good. I celebrated my blueberry that I had. That's the best looking blueberry I've had so far. Not a lot, but hopefully next year we'll have even more. Then we went to, this is not working very good. Cut and grow. So we were talking about what I do with the herbs, how I trim them down enough so they can continue to grow. And that was on Monday. We had the Friday stream from last week moved to Monday. So I showed you exactly what I do. I take all those herbs that I cut, I let them dry out on the counter until they are dehydrated. They get crumbled up into these containers individually: basil, oregano, parsley, thyme, the garlic, and the ginger powder. I'll put a little bit of ginger powder in it. Onion powder also comes, but the garlic and the ginger come from store-bought. That's the only thing I can't grow. But today we're trimming the bush, and here's what I've come up with. Those are my mixes. I did little labels for them so I could hand them out. I'm not going to charge anybody for them, but I'm going to give them to some friends, family. Had my mom try it out on some of her things that she cooks, and she says she uses it for a lot of stuff. I don't know how long these herbs are going to really hold their potency, because some of those things are a couple years old or a year old or so. Now, I've kept them in sealed containers, so they should be okay, but I'm sure over time, time pun, I'm sure over time some of the potency of the herbs do go away. I know you lose some of the flavor just from drying them out, but the idea is to get some of the nutrients, some of the flavor, instead of using salt. So the seasoned rookie gardener, like I said, the main ingredient is the basil, and oregano would be the secondary thing, but the parsley is mainly a filler, as well as the thyme actually does give it a little bit of flavor because it's lemon flavored thyme. But that is what I do with the actual herbs. So let's check out the herb garden. Let's check out the regular garden. Let's get to work. No time to, well, we have all the time in the world actually, but I don't want to sit here and BS for too long. Let's get to what we came here to do. We're going to flip the camera. Yeah, actually, I mean, I was going to buy like stickers and stuff, but I just took my logo and threw the ingredients on the bottom so people know what's in it and taped them. Instead of actually buying like a label maker or anything crazy. But like I showed you last week, I trimmed all this. Look at this. I got a nice little bloom over here. Yay. So I am getting flowers here once again on my hydrangeas. That one finally came through. So hopefully we'll get more of those blooms here as well. So yeah, this basil needs harvested already. Look how much basil. And these are nice big leaves. I gave some to the restaurant I used to work for. Went over there to have a drink and get some food. And I know she uses fresh. She calls it basil. She's very Italian. But I gave her some fresh basil, fresh oregano, fresh thyme, so she could use. See the, now this was cut all the way down to the level. It was all the way down to the bottom, and now the oregano's going nuts again. The thyme, it's very cool because I actually didn't have anything growing on this side, and it just, oh, there's a big mushroom. I use mushroom compost in some of my dirt, so I get some mushrooms growing in some stuff every once in a while. But the lemon thyme, doing well. Don't need to cut this yet. I'll wait till it grows up tall. Here's another mushroom. No clue. I don't eat mushrooms that I don't buy because I would be the one to eat like a poisonous mushroom or something. But the basil I'll probably cut and harvest today. Get rid of a bunch of this. The key to doing these, if you cut them low enough, is to cut where they can still keep growing. As you see, I did right there. I cut in the middle so it will grow on both sides. So there is some strategy that I've learned to try to keep these growing good, but I want to get them lower. And when you start to see these little flowers on the top, they're going to flower and not produce as much. So we're going to trim all those down, dry them all out again. We'll have tons of basil again, like which I said, which is our base too. I kept calling it allspice. It's actually all-purpose seasoning is a better way to put it. And we do have a good bit of these grow. You can see where I cut the parsley down, and it just keeps growing. So that was the cut and grow part of last week, or earlier this week, I should say. But we got a lot, good bit of parsley to cut as well. Got a couple little blooms over here as well on this hydrangea. It's making it. I mean, I don't know what this, it seems like something's either eating it, or I don't know why it's drying out like that. But it's not doing too bad. I just need more time. Yep. Lemon time. The oregano doing really good. Not as many bugs in it now because I've been using that spray. Here's another bee coming over to get a drink. These bees always come to, that's a hornet. No, that's a bee. These bees always come over to get a drink when I'm here from this. So you can see how some of this basil, there's a little butterfly. We got all kinds of little stuff going on in the yard today. We'll show you what the big news is, which is the tree that I got a huge scratch on my back from limbs falling down and me not paying attention. Get a drink, bee. But I will save the surprise here for a minute. I don't have a lot of shade over here anymore like I did. Grapevine. Some of the grapes are starting to ripen. These are not green grapes, they're blue or purple, whatever color you want to call them, but they're not really changing color yet. They'll be changing soon. There's a whole bunch of grapes. Look at all these. But here is what we did. Well, he cut them down. I drug the limbs back into the woods. But look at this. All the way up there. You see it on the thumbnail. I guess the best way to do it is for me to go back here and show you the full thing. This tree is gigantic. And I wanted him just to trim enough where it wasn't covering that, but he went way up. This is a humongous tree. And the bottom part now a little bit more open. So we took care of that. It was so much. I was covered in sweat for like the rest of the day. It was crazy. And so that tree, you can see all the parts that we cut down, trimmed it down just to make it a little more, you know, I have a fire pit here, so you really don't want, oh, let me snooze my ring alarm here for a couple hours. There we go. So with the fire here, you really don't want leaves hanging above it. I'd set that damn tree on fire. So he went up pretty high. He had one of those extensions on a little battery powered, any groundhogs? No groundhogs today. They're already hiding because I've been out here. But you see all these leaves. I always brag about my grass, but the leaves here are from me dragging. I'll show you where I took most of it. It was a pretty good endeavor. It was a hell of a workout, I'll tell you that much. Luckily, the way he cut them, he just cut the big branches, and I would grab the end of the branch and just drag it down in here into the woods. So I'll mulch up all these leaves when I cut the grass again, which will probably be after the weekend. So I would just drag all the excess that was cut. A lot of it I put right here. There's some of the branches from the bush and everything. And most of it's here. The rest of it's down there. I don't want to go too deep into the woods with sandals on because I get poison ivy just if the wind blows wrong. But it is really nice back here. I mean, I've said it a million times. I live in the city, but it's like living in the mountains as well when you got stuff like this to look at. It's pretty amazing. It's nice and quiet. And I do have my 2 berry plants that didn't make it over here. They're still hanging in there, and they got berries on them. I did see yesterday, I was out here like 8 in the morning and saw a couple of little deer were right here. Probably eating some berries, who knows? But these plants aren't going to make it. We'll see. But there's the tree. You get a good look at it from back here. Almost halfway up, he was on top of the shed, just trimming the hell out of that tree. I mean, eventually, unfortunately, as much as I do love trees and everything, I mean, there's a good bit of trees here. I don't think we have a tree shortage. But the amount of work that the big tree that was here that we took down last year and this tree, I mean, just raking leaves and picking up the little acorns that thing drops, it's ridiculous. So eventually that thing might be coming down, but it is pretty damn big tree. And then it was the bush. Let's go check out the bush. Now, this thing was crazy, but now you can see it's trimmed down. No cabin in the woods. There's a tree stand down there where someone hunts. Way down there's a tree stand. We got a nice little flower here in this bush. And this is the same kind of bush here that I believe that's growing here. That bush is right there, and that wasn't part of this as well. But I made sure he took the chainsaw and cut a bunch of these. You can see the real thick things that I don't even know where those came from through the bush here, and really cut this thing down. I had to, if you look at the thumbnail, all the remnants are still around it, but I took care of that. But to have this at about half the height that it was, makes it look a lot nicer, a little bit more cleaned up. Still got sticks I got to pick up and everything. And my 2 round, still got to get the tops of those. They look like pineapples right there and there, but they're not harming nothing. He said he'll come over and do those at some point in time. But there it is, man. That thing was about twice as high. Now it's looking nice and petite. So the bush is trimmed. You got it. It's a good shot of it. Hopefully I'll try to maintain a little better. I was afraid there'd be poison in there or something. He said he didn't see any, which is a good thing. I'm not very good at spotting it. Let's go check out their garden, see how their garden's doing. Now here you'll get an idea of why something is wrong in my garden. Yeah, if this heat picks up, I might have to jump in this pool later on. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I asked him about the lime that he was throwing on his garden. He said it wasn't lime. He throws ashes from his fire pit in here. And this is just incredible. I mean, his peppers over here are doing okay. Kind of like mine, a little better. He's got a couple peppers. Look at the banana peppers already growing. Look at that. I don't have any banana peppers even close to that size. Look, he's got some that actually can be picked already. And then their tomato plants are humongous. Look how big the tomato plants are compared to mine. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they got zucchini and cucumber back there too. I don't know why my tomato plants, look, they have to tie their tomato plants up. They're getting so big. But this is, well, they even have lettuce growing over here too. So they got lettuce there, lettuce there. And they're probably, this is sooner than later, there'll be big zucchinis in here, I'm sure. And they do the sweet banana peppers too, so I can eat those. Look, they already got cucumbers. Nice big cucumbers growing over here already. All these little flowers. They're gonna have tons of cucumbers. There's one right there. Look at that big son of a bitch. That's huge. They got a big cucumber there already. And it's just her, so she says I can have stuff from this garden if I really want it. The banana peppers I like stuffing with sausage or using for salads. tomatoes. My favorite sandwich is a BLT. These are trying to escape. So yeah, tomatoes are going to be very plentiful over here. But like, look at this tomato plant, man. That's incredible. I mean, they have the paper down to keep from weeds and stuff, but yeah, theirs is doing really good. Thankfully, they're nice enough to let me have some if I really want some. So I can grab a zucchini. I like breaded zucchini, fried zucchini, fried breaded zucchini. Cucumber salad. I've made cucumber salad before with cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, olive oil, salt and pepper, and some of my seasoning. But yeah, we've had some maintenance done. It was a lot of work. I'm glad I was healthier now. I even told him, I said, 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wasn't doing well, but now I helped him haul tons of foliage down into the woods, especially for this too, which looks beautiful. It looks so much nicer than this bush going crazy. Now, he has a skid loader that he borrows that they use over there sometimes when they're building the road and everything. And this little plow that he has on it, and he says eventually he's going to plow. And I said, go for it. This little area here, plow it all back. Take that all down and all back and open this up for a little area. Yeah, there you go, McShreddy. Your bush is trimmed. You like trimmed bush? There you go. There's a little trimmed bush for you. But that's it, the tree. Now got so much more sunlight. The only thing that sucks is I got to look at the top of this roof of this shed that's all dilapidated. But here in my garden, there's my sunflower. It's doing well. That sunflower, sooner than later, I'll have to pin up to these fences here and keep it steady somehow with some string. This is our grape tomatoes. We got a lot of little grape tomatoes getting ready to start. This one's doing pretty good. These berry plants are, we'll see how they do in a year or two. These are both raspberry bushes. There's another sunflower doing pretty well. That was dead, man. I'll tell you what, a couple streams ago, that thing was just hunched over and dead. I don't know how it got back to life. Our little asparagus spears. We have asparagus there and asparagus here, which I'll have to wait a year or two to eat. The first year they say you just get these things, and then the year after you'll see more asparagus spears pop up. I did say on Monday I was going to rearrange this. The marigolds. They're doing okay, but by now they all should look kind of like this one where there's 3 or 4 blooms on it. And we got a couple of them that are dying. That one's going to die. That one's going to die. This is more like what they should look like. These marigolds over here, 4 or 5 blooms on each. You know, they're growing really nice and big. So my problem is I just don't have enough dirt below here and room for them to grow. That's all. Blueberries, I still got blueberries here. Very few and far between, but this year's the first year, 3 years in, that we got some blueberries on that blueberry bush. And this raspberry bush, I don't know what's going on with this. It grows like crazy, but oh, there's a couple raspberries there growing, or blackberries, I'm sorry. Some more blackberries there. See, I do have banana peppers, but they look pretty lame. And I do have green peppers are doing okay. There's a green pepper there. Couple 3 on that one. So my mom makes amazing stuffed green peppers. So I'm hoping the plants I gave her give her big enough peppers to do stuffed green peppers. All right, we should be back now. Anybody who's stuck around, still there. The phone overheated. So let me know if you guys are back. I can't stay out in the, 12 noon probably is the worst time to do this stream. But let me know if you guys are back. The phone, I get that little message. There we go. I get that little message that it's overheating. And the next thing you know, the first thing that shuts down is the camera. And then the internet goes down too, because it slowly starts to shut down different functions to try to keep the phone still going. So this one might be a little shorter of a stream that we've done before. I just wanted to try to get back on Fridays. Monday was a pretty good stream too, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'll do Mondays and Fridays to keep you updated with the garden. Sometimes there's really not much like we have in the garden right now, not much to really talk about. Arman's in the house. How you doing? And somebody's real mouthy. What are you doing, Parker? How are you? Are you talking to us? Where's the birdies? Parker. Parker. Oh. What's the matter? What are you doing? You being bad? Look at her. Weirdo. Digital dogs in the building. What is up? Oh, there goes the camera again. Yep, my camera is jacked up again. Look at that. I wonder if I could switch to the other phone. Yep, camera's jacked up again. Threw it off with the light. Look at that. That's crazy. I got my other phone out here. I'm going to just switch to that one. That one will be on my Wi-Fi though. Yeah, this one. I try to stay in the shade while I'm showing everything off, but that doesn't always work out very well. Yeah, look at that. Look how the camera got jacked up. Let me see if I leave and come back. Maybe that'll help it out. I'll be right back. Anybody here? I think we're back. Camera's working better. Let me know in the chat if you're here. We got a couple people still here. Probably wrap it up here shortly. I kind of tried to stay out of the heat. That didn't work very much. Yeah, camera's working a little better now. I just had to restart it. We went over the herb garden over there. We talked about the bush in the back that got trimmed, and right now we're getting tomatoes. This is a 4th of July tomato plant, so that one hopefully will be blooming a little better here. So, I mean, it's lame compared to my neighbors, but it's here. I still have some more onions that can pick and some kohlrabi that I'm going to pick. And I'm going to find some kind of raised garden bed to put in the middle. And we'll use these buckets up front. We'll use the whiskey barrels in the back, and I'll get a big raised bed for the middle. I don't really grow anything that gets super deep rooted, except for, you know, maybe the tomatoes. The peppers can be in a raised bed. A lot of the flowers can be in a raised bed. Herbs can be in a raised bed. So, I mean, that could be part of the reason why in the back those berry bushes aren't doing as great. But hey, it's just trial and error. It's something to come out here and hang out in the backyard. Trial and error, like I say. We've failed with so many things. We did watermelon and cantaloupe that only grew to about the size of a fist, if that. Strawberries that got eaten by all the birds and groundhogs and stuff like that. So it is a work in progress. It is a trial and error type of thing. So I am going to probably pull all those white stones out next year and dig a big trench there for those flowers. Make that a nice, better bed there for the marigolds to go down the side. And then we'll find, I've seen wooden ones that's treated lumber. I've also seen metal raised garden beds here too, which I've seen a lot of things that say they bow out once you put the dirt in. So I'm looking for something really reinforced to put in the center there. But this seems to be working better. So I don't need a ton of vegetables, but if I can get enough to where I have green peppers to put in salads, I have tomatoes to make sandwiches and stuff. The main thing is right here. So the herb garden is what I love the most. So next week, I'm probably going to pick a bunch of those kohlrabi, clearing out that middle section. Some of the onions, I'll use the green onion on top, and the white onion if I have any underground. Not very many are doing very good. I need to start using my garden for what it's for. You got good soil, good. Yeah, if you go back earlier in this stream, I showed you my neighbor's garden, which is doing phenomenal. It does every year. But this is just more of an excuse to sit here and talk to you guys, chit-chat for a while. Different type of stream than when we're doing wrestling. Yeah, it looks good. I'm good at faking it. The plants could be a little more fruitful. The berry plants aren't doing that great, but they're there. Like I said, my main thing is this herb garden. This herb garden is what really gives me the ability to, instead of salt, we're doing this and we're harvesting. Like I said, I'll be harvesting a bunch of the herbs later on today, and we'll dry them out like this on the countertop. Get them into their individual containers, the basil, the oregano, the thyme, and then we'll put them all together, make little labels for them, hand them out to friends, family, anybody who's, you know, trying to use less salt and wants an all-season, just natural. Instead of using salt, still has flavor. So that's what we're going for here. And that does look good. I love the herb garden. Looks really nice right now. Garden does as well. Wish it had more that's growing, but hey, this is. My fingers are crossed for these sunflowers. I got 2 big sunflower plants back here. That one's about 2 feet tall already. That one I think is going to make it. We'll be tying it off. Hopefully, I'll have a 6 foot, 7 foot sunflower there. And maybe some sun. When I played baseball, I ate sunflower seeds a lot. It's a little different. But yeah, just a small garden. It used to be a lot bigger, but then I realized I didn't need so much space in this garden. And I just wanted to grow some vegetables, try some fruits, bushes and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, that's about it. We don't have much to talk about today. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out. If you're watching a replay, drop a comment so I know you stopped by. I'll definitely be live tomorrow with a big show. I need to do a Get Blaze show soon. Maybe next week to explain everything that's been going on the show. Butterfly! How you doing, Butterfly? You're drying your hair. Good to see you, Butterfly. We got your butterfly over there. But yeah, I mean, having the last 2 years, I didn't have very many tomatoes. To see all these tomatoes and the flowers already here, my mini tomatoes, and to have some peppers, that's better than last year. And that's all I can really hope for. The fact that now that bush back there is nice and neat, that looks phenomenal compared to what it did before, growing all willy-nilly. And this tree now, with the limbs cut all the way about almost halfway up, we got a lot more sunlight, less danger above the fire pit with the branches hanging down. Now, I mean, that does mean less shade, but at the same time, I mean, you can still see all the shavings from the wood cutting down all the branches. I'm still cleaning some of that out. And the groundhogs have a hole right there I'm trying to keep out too. But yeah, the tree, going way up there has been nice, but I got to look at the top of this stupid shed roof that's all dilapidated and ruined that's all by wind, by the way. But it's a good step in the right direction, cleaning that bush up, making everything look a little neater. And hoping the grass continues to grow up, weed and feed the grass so it's doing good. Those damn groundhogs live right in that hole there, the bastards. And yeah, right outside of Pittsburgh, we got the mountains in the distance that way. You can actually, if you look real close between these two trees, there is a huge cross. They have a big white cross up the mountains. You can actually see it. There's a cleared area. If you look up to these mountains, let me go in my neighbor's yard, you'll get a better look at it. I might end up on that hammock today, just laying over there for a little while. If you see the mountains, really hard to tell because I can't zoom. Right in the mountains in the back, there is a big, huge cross up in the mountains. And the mountains are not too far away. I've done a video on Ohio Powell where there's falls, Cucumber Falls. There's natural water slides up there. Really cool place to hang out. Reception is terrible up there, so I had to actually record the video and do it that way, but it is what it is. That's actually on the playlist for the rookie season garden. So I'll be picking most of these, clearing this out, and looking for a raised planter bed for there. Seems like these are going to survive. Hopefully our asparagus does well next year too. The radishes, got rid of all the radishes. They were not growing. I peeled some back and none of them had bulbs underneath them. So that wasn't really working out well. Sun keeps coming out, so I'm afraid I'm going to overheat again. So let's prop it up. You need to come work on your garden, huh? I don't know. I mean, like I said, this isn't really great success as far as the garden goes. Luckily, I don't need a lot. I just need enough for me. So it works. And I've learned a lot and gives me an excuse to come out here and chat with you guys for a little bit. Yeah, I'd love to have a party and have all you guys here, invite you over. Got a nice big patio back here and enough room for couple dozen people to hang out. We do my fantasy football draft here every year. It's probably the only like real event that I have, but my little oasis. I'm gonna go back inside, get some scissors, come out here and take care of this basil before it starts to flower and grows too much. So I'll be cutting down a lot of the basil. Pork tenderloin I'm cooking today. I might take some rosemary when I bake it. Throw some rosemary in there. It's a garlic and herb pork tenderloin I'll throw in the oven for lunch and dinner. Sprinkle it with my seasoning. How about it? That's about it for today. Get our theme song back. Steel City Summer. We're officially in summer now. And it's only going to get better. It's going to get hotter. Well, not as hotter than it was last time. Last week we had like 90 degrees, so let's not hope for that. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, stopping by. Hit the thumbs up, share it out. We'll be back either Monday or next Friday for some more from the garden. Soma, take us away with Steel City Summer. Thanks, everybody.
I got a gun for home invaders. Johnny Gamage, murder cops not guilty. Front pages, it's nothing surprising in this pit. Pressure cooker, crazy from the heat. The haunted home is big to eat. I take the street on the mission to reach my destinations. Living, worried about Gertie, about the overcrowded prison. From my mouth is wisdom. What awaits for the city's victim once your time served? Far too many dying. It's bird. We had Stargell, Clementi, Calishuri, and Webby. Many fallen heroes. I think it's something in the water. Once the Allegheny boils, the city's in turmoil. Middle Eastern's burning oil over soil in the desert. Yo, this shit's enough to make you lose it if you let it. Yo, I love it even though I wanna leave it. It's pathetic.
Gateway to the east.
A Steel City turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night dreaming that I'm leaving.
The city of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
Sometimes
see you guys.
Just dealing without the blocks, revealing without these blocks. Never could understand killing you. I'm so gone, killing me, man. Torture plus my man's up for down to the bit, bleeding this war. We broke bread, feds held it over your head. It sickens me, though I'll never forget. Day one, cook coke, I stirred it since then. Never washing my hands. Expand from Iron City's east sides to GUN. East Hills, they had that shit. I called it Blue Bonnet. Back when crack ruled, now it's stamp bags and high schools realize genocide, friendly fire, mercs through your long passages and inside.
See you in the streams, everybody. Love you.
2 felonies, 1 case. Got prior.
We out of here.
Iron City be the place. We connected the point. Tell your man he better come with gateway to the east.
A Steel City turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops
Later.
burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills,
Pittsburgh.
tension builds, stress kills.
We out of here. Have a good summer, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Midsummer's night dreaming that I'm leaving.
Later.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a
The
chance.
gateway to the
A
east.
Steel City turn to rust.
Iron City is gritty.
Where killer cops burn his bus.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. Trying to make it through the summer for real.
Midsummer's night dreaming that I'm leaving.
City of fallen champs.
Iron City is gritty.
Dear Lord, I only want a chance.
Pittsburgh.
Empty mills, tension builds, stress kills. It's another hazy summer for real.
We out of here, guys. Again, see you in the stream.